A lot of people have been asking me, hey, did you see the new pack? Does this mean that maybe now you're gonna go for champion gear? And the most important question that I've gotten at least 50 mails today is this new pack worth it? Well, the short answer is yes and no. I didn't say it was a simple answer. Here's the thing. Rising champion, let's just go ahead and go over what you get. You get 100 champion chests, which on the surface looks pretty good. You get 10 crimson main, which technically speaking is pretty much like a guaranteed 2 greens and 2 commons. Let's just, if you just look at it that way. And then you get a couple of other chests which really aren't what's gonna be selling you on it, but it's kind of like a little sprinkle in there. So if you compare this $20 pack to the $100 pack, which is actually out at the same time right now, be a champion. In the $99 pack, you get 180 chests and only 20 crimson main, and of course you get a couple of extra chests, but again, that's just a little bit of a sprinkle on top, not really what's going to sell you on it. So if you really look at it, 180 chests, 20 crimson main for $100, or 100 champion chests and 10 crimson main for 1/5 of that cost, obviously this pack is going to look really good. And technically speaking, it is a really good pack. Now, there's a couple of things that I really want to go over before you go into buying this thing. First of all, we don't know if this pack is going to be something that's going to be releasing over and over again, like Material Madness, etc. So we don't know that yet. This is the first time we see this pack. To be honest with you, I feel like IGG should have done this from the beginning anyways. Champion gear should have never started at 100. I feel it should have always been 20, 50, 100, and then you keep going. Maybe it would have gotten more people into champ gear. But the other thing is, if you are already working on champion gear, then this pack is a pack for you. Or if you are already working on a specific piece, like the champion legs, for instance, which is a lot of people's favorite piece, then this is a really good pack for you, especially if you're only trying to get them up to purple. This would be a really good pack. Now, if you are like me and you have gear like this, right, where the main hand, the helmet, the chest, the boots, and even the offhand, unless you get gold champion gear, you're not really improving. And even if you are improving, it's only by a little smidge, then it's probably not worth it. Because for me to improve on this, I would have to get the accessories probably to at least blue and then purple. And we all know the accessories is the one that's going to take an arm and a leg off of you. So if you already are working on gear like this, then it's probably not a good idea to get this pack, because this is what's going to happen. And trust me on this. You're going to get this pack. You're going to get a blue. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll get a purple. And then you're going to be baited into buying more and more because, oh, hey, I got a purple main. That's going to get me really close to getting the blue boots right off the bat. And then you buy the $99 pack. And then that $99 pack really wasn't what you were looking for. So then you have to buy another $99 pack. You see where I'm going? Now, if you are somebody that has the boots, for instance, you know, if you have the boots and you want them to purple and you got it in blue, then hey, that pack is going to be amazing. Especially if it's going to be $20 every, I don't know, every week or so. And I feel like Material Madness probably comes out more than every week. I think it's like every 3 or 4 days. But regardless, if you're there, right, if you have a piece that you're already working on, then absolutely. Now, if you're starting from scratch and you're trying to get all your gear to champion gear, that's where I would say think about it. Think about it hard, because $20, it's not going to get you a whole set anytime soon. So, especially since the mains, their drop rate is not very good. Like, I'm pretty sure it's one of the worst. So, again, if you have already started on something, then yes, it's an amazing thing for you to maybe help you get that piece to purple, maybe even to gold. But if you are like me, it's really, there's no point in just starting now the champion gear unless your plan is to get it to gold. and if you didn't really start it, I don't think they're gonna be finishing afterwards to gold. So I think it's a really good idea for IGG, because obviously not only does it give you a chance to get champion material and champion gear much cheaper, but for them it might get people into buying that $99 pack that they offer. So it's a win-win. If you really think about it, it's a win-win. IGG is going to make more money, and IGG is also going to give you more chances to make whatever gear you wanted a little bit cheaper, especially the champion legs, the champion chest. They're really good pieces. Maybe even the accessories, because the accessories, even at blue grade, they're really, really good. So again, it's up to you to decide if this is something that you want to start doing. And once again, we really don't even know if it's going to be coming out every week or so. So until we know that, then, you know, I will have to reserve a little bit more judgment on it. But hopefully you know exactly where you stand after going over this, and you make the best decision for you. Of course, when you really get down to it, when somebody says, hey, is this pack worth it? That's gonna be up to every single individual, right? Because if a pack is worth it for me, doesn't mean that a pack is gonna be worth it for somebody else, or that they might have the means to get that pack every week or so to spend $20. So again, it's just gonna depend on you and where you're at. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully I was able to help you in your decision, and until later.